Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're just going to have a nice little chillaxing. What do you think? We're just going to jump in the Iowa, have a good time, and talk a little bit. So we're on my favorite map, Estuary, and before we get started, there's been something that I've been forgetting to say for a while now. First of all, there have been several people that have sent me messages over the time that we've had the memberships up and said, "Hey Spartan, how do I become a member? Hey Spartan, I don't have a button to click on." Well, after realizing that this was a thing, I went ahead and I put the link to become a member in the description of every video. So if you ever are wondering, you can click the little link in the description and it should take you to the membership page where you can then become a member to become a Spartiate, a full member of the Spartan community. So, and I thank you to everybody. Right now I think we have 35 members, 35 people. You guys are awesome. Not to mention all of the other 16,000 people that watch this channel. You guys are insane. How far will it go? Only time will tell. But we're going to get this party started. We are in the Iowa. And we're on my favorite map. And it's a domination, which means, first of all, just relax. You don't need to go broadside on like is that an Alabama? Look like an Alabama potentially. Hello, Vanguard. How you doing? That's high explosive and you completely missed me. Well done. Now, right off the bat you can see our destroyer is trying to place some smoke screens, which is useless for battleships, and I'll explain. The moment I fire my guns, I will become visible, regardless of the smoke screen. So it is really useless unless I don't fire my guns and I just use it to go from one place to the other. And that was a 1914 damage high explosive impact from that Vanguard. One shell, 1914 damage. That's a little bit ridiculous. Or maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe it's completely normal. But yeah. So we're just gonna start reversing. And I know what you're thinking. Spartan, what happened to the aggressive play? Relax. We'll get there. Oh my god, I apologize. I'm slightly tired, I'm not gonna lie. I don't get much sleep, guys, during the week. Between my full-time job and then doing YouTube, I don't have a whole lot of time for, hey look, it's almost like I saw that coming. So a little trick that I do when I'm starting a match. First of all, I look at the composition of the teams and notice that we have a pretty good spread, actually. We got 4 battleships, 2 destroyers, 3 cruisers. It's a pretty good spread. I like that. That's a nice balance of teams. However, because there are multiple destroyers, I have to be careful. And we noticed that there was a cruiser pushing up on the left side of us. But I had a feeling that there was a potential for a destroyer over here. So that's why I started reversing, and you can see that those never actually reached us. And sure enough, hello Akatsuki. Who'd have thunk that you'd be there? It's almost like I've played this before, just once or twice. But yeah, so first thing I do when I get into a match is I go, oh, okay, so we have 2 destroyers, 3 cruisers, 4 battleships. Okay, then I usually jump in and look at the actual ships that I'm up against, and oh my god, that was a good shot. 3 overpins, but it was enough to take him down, giving us our first kill of the game and getting the Akatsuki off the board. And now immediately, I changed my strategy. And no longer worried about what's going to happen if a destroyer nukes me into oblivion. We know the other destroyers on the other side of the map. You can see that on the minimap, because last known was at A. They've captured 3 of the 4 zones, which means we need to get into the circles immediately, which is what we're doing. We're going to push up on the Vanguard. We've got the destroyer out ahead of us. The destroyer has to be careful because there is an Algerie over to our right side. However, we're going to push up, we're going to try to do as much damage to the Vanguard, and then immediately make everybody else pay. And the way we're going to do this is, by the way, this is how much I respect a Vanguard. I'll get my 3rd gun involved, because there's really nothing to worry about. If he's going to spam high explosive at me, he's not long for this world. And we get 1 penetration, 1 overpin, and 1 bounce from 9 kilometers in a dispersion build Iowa. Are you kidding me? How is he still alive? You've got to be joking. But anyway, Once we get him off the board, which is just a matter of time because he has nowhere to go, he's broadside to an Iowa, and he actually fired AP. Well done. However, my AP is better. Or maybe it's just my aim is better. My armor's definitely better, and we're slightly angled to him, even though it's not perfect. He was able to get a couple penetrations, but, you know, 16 inches is better than 15 inches. That's what she said. I get it. But anyway, we are, you know, just getting rid of the Vanguard is #1 priority, just to the fact that you don't want a battleship sitting there broadside on. Even a Vanguard can absolutely punish an Iowa. And there we finally get the Citadel, taking him down for the count. Now, we have 2 caps, they have 2 caps. We now have the lead because we killed the Vanguard, which now means that it's time to push. And that's what we're going to do. We have 60,000 damage so far. And this Alabama, I'm not going to lie, this guy is going to go a long ways. He is running from me hardcore. Now, maybe he's not running from me specifically, but he knows that he's in danger because we have me, a destroyer. Okay, I guess it's just me and a destroyer now. No, there's another battleship back there. The plane was over top of him for a second. So it's me, another battleship, and a destroyer here. So he doesn't want to stick around, which you can't really blame him. However, the Owsery is going to play chicken with 16-inch super heavy armor piercing. And, you know, when you're in a lightly armored cruiser, you can afford to play chicken once. Okay? It's going to be a thing. You're going to get overpinned, probably. And, sure enough, we overpinned him. We got 1 penetration and 1 overpin. That's still most of his health. You don't want to be playing around too often with 16-inch guns. They will put a hurting on you. Now, he sets a second fire. It's time to go ahead, burn my damage con, burn my actual last repair, and we're about to get the front guns loaded, which means he's about to have a bad day. We launch. He misses his torpedoes. Now, he did shift completely back around to the other side. Why would he do that, guys? It wasn't because he wanted to turn the other cheek. It's because he wanted to launch torpedoes from the other side of his frickin' ship, right? So now we know to make sure that we're changing direction. We don't want to catch more torpedoes. Hello, Leon. What are you doing? Are you really gonna go like this? Okay, come on, dispersion. What was that? 2 rounds, or 3 rounds, and they land all around his ship. Oh my god, torpedoes! Who'da thunk it? Ah! It really wasn't that close. We knew they would be coming. We were just waiting for the opportunity to see them and then turn to avoid them. We didn't want to give ourselves into a, you know, broadside situation or anything like that. We just couldn't dodge them without knowing where they're at. But we were ready for them, and that's what matters. And we take the shot, even though that's clearly said that I was going to hit the mountain. Notice the little white symbol, little white mountain symbol right there at 10 point, right next to the distance to the target. Yeah, that is saying that your shells are blocked by land. Okay, so you're not going to be able to shoot over an island. A lot of people have been saying, oh no, that means you're going to run it. No. The thing that you're seeing now, the big red mountain that's up at the top with the, you know, direction at which the land was, that is the thing that shows you, hey, you're about to crash into land. So when I say the little mountain thing screwed me, that's what I'm meaning. So the other thing that I do is, once you've discovered that you can push, I'm relentless. Okay, you got to keep an eye out. Make sure you're not going to put yourself in a bad position. We know the Leon went to the right side of that island, so he could potentially jump out and have broadside shots on us. And 16 guns with a broadside shot at an Iowa is not preferable. So we are very, very carefully watching where the Leon is. Luckily for us, the Leon isn't seeming to push as far around the island as I thought he was. He's there, but he's not where I thought he could be. So we're good. Now, I only have 29,000 health, and I know what you're thinking. 29,000 health only, Spartan? Really, only? And of course he knocks out my gun, the little butthead. I hate that. I hate that. It's always right as you're about to be loaded, too. So what does that make you do? As soon as you get your gun back, you have to reload it all the way. And that was beautiful dispersion there. Yep, that was a nice, good 2 solid penetrations, 4,900 damage. Not bad. Now we're up to 98,000, which isn't bad. but still, hasn't really been one of those epic games. It's just, like I said, it's been one of those chillax games. You do what you got to do, and the game is just a nice, chill, never really in doubt, even though they had 3 caps at one point and there was a destroyer threatening me, that sort of thing. Never really in doubt, though. It never felt like we were in trouble in this match. We just kind of put our boots to the ground and kept going. Spartan, you're in a ship in the ocean. How can you put your... Shut up! Quit questioning me. I realize that I have outdated... Ouch! Speaking of ouch... Alabama, that was not nice. I understand that I'm giving you too much angle and that you could easily citadel me here, but relax, dude. Seriously. I don't want to be hit anymore. I only got 19,000 hit points, which is still more than that destroyer had starting the game. That was a much better salvo, though. 5 penetrations, much better salvo. We actually hit all 9 rounds that time. I don't know if you noticed. Wait. We either hit all 9 or we hit 8 of the 9. I can't remember. But I think we hit at least 8 of the shots that we fired that time. So that was a much better salvo. Oh, hello, Benson. You should just stay as far away from me as possible with those torpedoes. That's all. That's all I ask. Notice he's just firing willy-nilly trying to kill this destroyer over here. It's not his best play, but he did take off, which means he avoided our shells for now. However, this Alabama's running out of real estate. And... in true Spartan fashion, I recognize this. It's another thing. Situational awareness, guys. It is a thing. It is very, very, very helpful. Ooh, hello. Can we hit him? He's still sailing kind of away at an angle, so not likely to citadel, but could be potential shots. Except I'm bad and I completely whiffed. Whoops. It's okay, though. Again, situational awareness. Where is he sailing towards, right? He's headed right for the edge of the map, which means eventually he's going to have no choice but to turn and give me a broadside. And that is going to happen sooner than you think. So we're just patiently waiting. Wait for it. Oh, see, Mountain said, hey, you're not going to make this shot. Wait for it a little bit longer. Clear the mountain. You'll be fine, Spartan. Just take your time. Aim the shot well. And... come on, are you going to turn for me? Nope. You're just going to sit there? That's fine. At this angle, it should be... pow! Gone. Absolute decimation. 2 citadel and a kill. And that takes us up to suddenly 144,000. And the game's like, oh, that didn't look too bad after all. This must have been a great game. It was actually a pretty fun one. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the feeling of stalking that battleship for half the match. I'm not going to lie. Just the fact that I knew he was just like, I got to get away from these guys. These guys are going to murder me. And in the end, he ran out of real estate and ended up giving up too much angle. And in an American battleship, you cannot do that, especially in Alabamas and Iowas and Colorados. So 144,000 damage, top of the leaderboard, 4 kills. Didn't quite get our Kraken, unfortunately. But if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.